Hello, I'm Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter. It is Mr. Liam Keane. Liam, can't quite believe I'm saying this scoreline, but we will take it, baby. Fulham Football Club 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's 4. That's 4 goals. That's 4, baby. And boy, does it feel good.
It certainly does.
We were very confident going into the game.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I think it's fair to say, as with a lot of supporters, we were a little bit concerned going into this game, and understandably so. You've got one fit senior centre-back. You've got a kid in Alfie Pond as the only other centre-back on the bench. You've got Mario Lemina, as good a player as he is, the captain, playing at centre-half, and he's a central midfielder.
Away from home, a Fulham side who were at full strength.
Doing a very good side, by the way.
Seventh in the league, only lost 1 at home all season, could have gone 3rd today with a win. I think a lot of people were a little bit pessimistic.
Exactly, they were a good side, Fulham. They started well, started the better of the two teams, scored a really good goal. Again, born from mistakes from Wolves. Aït-Nouri with an error, initially giving the ball away needlessly. Rodrigo Gomez with a poor touch and gives the ball away out on the flank just before the goal. Alex Iwobi, shock, scoring against Wolves once again, as he always does. And look, Fulham were well worth going 1-0 up. I think that's fair to say. Wolves recovered pretty well from that. They didn't actually create a lot, Wolves, until that one moment out of nowhere.
From nowhere.
And it's a Lamina ball, which is absolutely perfect. It's fantastic. The first touch from Cunha is ridiculous. The second touch is very fortunate because it bounces off his knee. And the third touch is fantastic with a goal. And Wolves out of nowhere get back to 1-1. There's not really much in it until half-time. And from the whistle blown in that second half until the final whistle, Wolves were the best team in that second half. Fulham had hardly a sniff at all. Harry Wilson clips the crossbar with a shot from distance. That's about it. Wolves created chance after chance, scored within 8 minutes of that second half. A really nice goal as well, with Cunha obviously at the heart of it. And from then, really, they looked comfortable. They didn't concede many chances. It could have been a nervy last few minutes, and it turned out to be the opposite. An 87th minute and a 95th minute, Cunha and Guedes getting on the score sheet, and Wolves were well worth the victory. Look,
Marco Silva's lauded as one of the best managers in the Premier League, and fair enough. And yet, against this team today, he had to make all 5 substitutions. Anderson came off injured in the 79th minute. They had to pay with 10 men. Wolves didn't make their first substitution until the 85th minute with Doc coming on. I think that just shows how much Gary Neal got it right today, and he's got to get credit for that.
Yeah, and actually not making a change until that time was the right decision. Wolves were very, very comfortable up until that point. At 2-1, which you would expect to be a scoreline that Wolves are very nervy with, Wolves were coasting, to be brutally honest. They really were. Fulham, for as good as a side they were, or are, and I've got a lot of sort of credit and praise for Fulham, because I think they're a very good team. They weren't at it at all in that second half. And Wolves, not only that, Wolves kept them at bay, really. They played the game perfectly, they handled the occasion perfectly. They made sure the crowd and their prawn sandwiches didn't get involved. That's like a little dig. I didn't need to do that.
Massive dig. I
didn't need to do that. I was out of order.
No, I didn't like it. Feisty.
I don't care. 4-1, mate. They made sure the crowd didn't get involved. They won fouls, or were fouled at the right times. They won tackles. Played the ball very, very intelligently around the corners. Just looked after it really well, and just frustrated a side that had Adama Traore coming on, and
Wolves were still the more threatening. They were the more likely to score, and they did do that.
And we love Adama Traore, but that was we do as well.
Decent miss though.
That was God knows how he's missed that. That was Adama Traore at his.
Well, it's most Adama Traore.
Unfortunately so,
So playing things go back full of play just went. So I was like, God, if that was Traore.
For a split second, I thought I looked from the corner of my eye, I thought, please don't be here, that could have been. Imagine choke on, just taking you down.
That's something that we've got as well.
Look, Wolves were very good coasting. Gary, to the original point, Gary Neal got it right, and he made the changes at the right time. And I said to you during the half, not that I deserve credit for it, but I'm going to take it anyway, that Matt Doherty was the right change. Take off either Rodrigo Gomez or Bellegarde, go to a 5, have Doc on that side. He chose Bellegarde. It was the right choice. Wolves were coasting, and then he was able to make more changes because they scored the second, or the third rather, and it was easy for Wolves.
But fair play for them doing that, because if you're Gary Neal, you're under pressure, you need a result, you need to get a draw, you need to get a win. A lot of people would have thought, well, you're 2-1 up. Go and get Tommy Doyle on, just secure it, get three in midfield, but he didn't, because he knew that Wolves were still very, very dangerous, and so it proved. 2, 3, 4 goals. I mean, that's huge. Even Guedes coming on at the end, Wolves finished that game so strongly, and that's got to give this team, the players and the fans, so much confidence going forward.
Yeah, and I really like the 4th goal. I mean, the 3rd goal, Cunha it's a lovely pass with João Gomez. It's a bloody good strike.
Yeah, fantastic strike.
He's some player.
So, I mean, two great strikes today. I mean, Wobie's and Cunha's as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cunha's first as well. But But I really like that fourth goal because it was ruthless, it was clinical. Larson makes the right pass, absolutely. He's got a couple passes to his left, one of them's Aït-Nouri, which he could have gone for. And he makes the right pass. It's pretty straightforward and standard for Gonçalo Guedes, but he still has to finish it, and it's a good finish. And it's that kind of moment where Wolves could have easily, at 3-1 up, just taken the foot off the gas. And to not, and be ruthless, and be clinical, and be confident, and to take that chance. I really like that goal for what it was, rather than the actual finish itself. Fair play to Guedes coming off the bench and getting his first Premier League goal of the season.
And then you see the scenes afterwards as well, with all the players waiting, Gary O'Neill, in front of the away fans. I mean, that's massive, and it just shows, as a few people say, I might have lost the dressing room here. I mean, this team, these players, these managers, they're united here.
Absolutely. We've said it from the beginning. As much as the results and performances have not been good enough as a whole, hence why Wolves were down there in the relegation zone, it's been very clear at every stage, even the Brentford game, that the players have been there with Gary O'Neill. They've been playing for Gary O'Neill as well as the club and the fans. And I think that proves it again today. João Gomez in that second half, wonderful. Rodrigo Gomez, I thought he had maybe a subdued first half, if I'm being slightly kind to him, but it wasn't a particularly great first half. I thought he was very good second half.
Very good second
Positionally, in possession as well, I thought very, very good second half. Players coming off the bench, making an impact. Obviously, Cunha being the star man. Lamina was fantastic.
Amazing centre-back, incredible.
Totti had a great game in the back four, which has been his weakness.
Someone said to me, Connor Cody yesterday.
There you go.
Mario Lamina.
He was fantastic, he really was. Semedo, very good. Aït-Nouri, good defensively, albeit
He's still
not quite there at the moment. Andre, again, I thought played very well. Look, there's all across the pitch. These players are playing. There's a lot of positives.
Look,
it's a big win. It really is.
It's a huge win, and also 4 games unbeaten now. You go to Bournemouth, you're out of the relegation zone, which is huge. I know Gary said doesn't look at the table too much. Well, he wouldn't know where Wolves were today. And also, but you see the players, see the fans looking out of that relegation zone tonight. That's huge confidence going into another big home game.
Yeah, and I think a point here would have been a good result before the game because of I think Fulham, as I said, a good side. It's a tough place to come, and that I wouldn't say puts necessarily heaps of pressure on Bournemouth, but it becomes a little bit of a nervy game. There's nervous energy going into that game.
Would have been a good draw before we knew the situation today. When you see that team come out and then you go and win 4-1.
Yeah, exactly.
That's massive.
It's a massive result, and confidence-wise, 4 unbeaten going into Bournemouth. Look, you can't take your foot off the gas because Bournemouth, as much as they're in a bit of bad form at the moment, have got quality to turn you over.
But let's just enjoy it tonight.
But you can breathe. You can breathe easy tonight, enjoy it. The fans can go home and enjoy it, and then you prepare for a home game that Wolves will be expecting to get points from, and that should be a confident feeling, a nice feeling, rather than the nervous energy of bloody hell, I've got to get a result here today. So that's going to bode well for that game. And then, as I say, look, Everton, West Ham, Ipswich, Leicester take you into Christmas. Wolves have got a good run and a really good opportunity, and you've got a chance to push away now from these bottom 3.
Fulham 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 4. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to. I'm not going to say it because it's only the second away win since February, so I won't go over the top. expressionstar.com